Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077, epic, legendary, and iconic weapons and items. How do we go about getting these things in Cyberpunk? Because there's a lot in Cyberpunk 2077 that they don't necessarily tell you about or guide you along the way. So I want to share information as I go along. You guys know we're live streaming the game and creating uploads for Cyberpunk 2077. So I want to share information as I go along, and if you guys would like to join a great community of Cyberpunk players, consider joining us on Discord. Just a community where we share information, share everything that we know about Cyberpunk. Join us on Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. It'll also be the top pinned comment on this video. So the first thing I want to get into to help you guys better understand how do you go about getting these epic, legendary, and iconic weapons and items is to understand that Cyberpunk 2077 is high risk, high reward. So when you're considering your missions or side missions, you may want to check whether they're like a high amount of danger or like a low amount of danger, because that'll determine what type of rewards you're going to get in Cyberpunk 2077. And to make that determination, you're going to want to go into your map, and I'll select my map. You touch the D-pad in the middle to bring up your map and just select the map. You can see we're in Watson right now, and we have all of these objectives here, and if you hover over any particular objective, you'll see right away the danger. It'll give you like a level for the amount of danger on that particular objective, and for this one it's for the ops, so you can see that the danger is moderate. There's not going to be too much of a reward for this objective, but like when you do work for the ops, you know you're going to get some eddies there, so you get some money in your pocket. If you touch down on your D-pad on the map, you'll see that there's different objectives with a higher level of danger, and these objectives will be where you reap the higher reward. So high risk, high reward in Cyberpunk 2077. And I think if you guys want to get those, like those legendary, those epic or iconic weapons and items, you may want to consider going into one of these higher danger type of objectives there. So something to consider also is going to be way more difficult for you guys to go and get those jobs without the right equipment. So you want to is a balance, yeah. If you go into one of these real dangerous type of objectives or side missions, you may be putting yourself at a disadvantage without the right equipment or hacks or, you know, the right skill set to go into complete these objectives. So some to consider, which is why I'm going about it very slow. Personally, I'm going about it very slow, so I can get a better handle of the game. Something to consider out there. Also, another thing that I noticed in your inventory gets stacked up really quick, and you can see another thing that I noticed that they don't tell you about in Cyberpunk 2077 is how quick your inventory gets stacked up. So you're gonna want to constantly be checking your inventory. You go into your backpack to see how many items, and there's always like a sort option. So right now we're on all items, and like this will be consumable, and you can see I get rid of these things along the way that I don't necessarily need. So I pick up everything, but I get rid of them at the drop station. And what you want to do is to see your drop stations, you go into your map and you can hit right. You know where it says left on the left side there, you see it says left, and if you hit right, you can go into like drop stations as a service point or drop point, and you can go to one of these stations here and sell a bunch of your items so you get more money for everything that you're picking up out there. I still haven't figured out everything about Cyberpunk, but as I go along, I will be sharing information with you guys. You could also drop a lot of your stuff at your home, like wherever your base is at. You can drop stuff there. You could also drop stuff in the trunk of your car, so you're not carrying all this stuff along the way. Something to consider out there. Short and brief video for our journey in Cyberpunk 2077. If you guys found this video helpful and or informative, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and joining us on Discord so we can share information and take this journey on Cyberpunk 2077 together. And stay tuned, as we're gonna have a ton of Cyberpunk 2077 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.